So what can we say about Geminis? So the Gemini energy is curious, yes, it's emotional, it's contradictory, it's playful, and it's intelligent. Because people often reduce Geminis to being two-faced, but maybe the real Gemini experience is simply feeling many things at once. Also, we're very mutable and very adaptable, so we kind of get along with everyone and anyone, and it's just, we're social butterflies, that's for sure. So, tonight I want to read you and reflect on quotes that famous Geminis said. As you know me from all these videos, my pop culture celebs that I choose. But before that, I have a note on my phone about almost anything, everything. Because I just love to do that. Part of my Gemini control freak persona. So I listed for you my favorite Geminis, and most of them will be here tonight. First one is troye. Obviously, I feel like he's kind of my brother in a way, twin brother, twin Gemini brother. I don't know, because we're only 7 days apart, and we have 7 planets with the same sign, so that's a lot. I really love his energy. I think we would get along very well. And so if you are listening or watching troye, let's meet. American and Ashley. They were born just one day after me, but many years before. And actually, my best friend is on the same day as them. I was gonna say as her. They're one person. But yeah. Also, this is kind of like a thing for me. It's like I've always wanted to have a Gemini brother. A twin brother. Always. It's like, do you know, like, I know that in Italian, Gemini and twin is the same word. It's gemelli. So I have no idea how you would just, know what you're talking about. So if they're like twin Geminis, like American and Ashley, you're gonna say like they're gemelli, I don't know. Probably one of them is gemelle because they're girls. They are like gemelli. That would be correct, I think. In French, Gemini is jumeaux, and twins is jumeaux. I love it. C'est des jumeaux. No. Yeah, actually it depends, because then either the one is the adjective and then the other one, so both work depending on what you want to say. And I love that. Jumeaux. It's kind of like a trigger word, trigger expression. Jumeaux. Love that. Then we have Kevin Leatherwood. I don't know if you guys know who that is, but it's kind of sexy. Amy Lee Kershaw, very nice model. Love her. She played in Neon Demon. At the end, she's kind of like puking an eye. Yes. Anyway, very nice. It's kind of like if you watch The Substance, if you are young, younger than me, and never watched stylish. Oh my god. Sorry. My French is too much here. Very stylish kind of films. Like there's like the colors. It's so bright and the scenes and like scenery. Sorry, like it's the photography is amazing. The rooms, like the bathroom and the substance, is just like. And also for you to go watch Neon Demon. I think it's at the end of the movie. They are in the same villa, beach house, whatever, as in the music video of Poker Face by Lady Gaga. It's the same house by the pool. I was like, oh, pop culture. Anyway, I am getting lost just by reading these Gemini's names. We also have Naomi Campbell. We also have KJ Appa. Very cute. We also have, so these are mines, though you probably don't know about them. He's a famous stylist. He used to style troye sivan. He's actually Australian, if I'm not wrong. Then this one is fine. It's funny. Carlos Sistini. He's kind of an influencer, content creator, and also has a brand of eyewear. So I'm just doing publicity for them now. And he has something that I love about a man: thick eyebrows. I've never seen thicker eyebrows. And it's so funny because if you guys go to my Instagram, you'll know my name. I have a very Italian name. And it's weird because as I was at Acne Studio, I was just like 2 weeks ago, I was looking for a pair of shoes and they didn't have it, so they were like, oh, please give us your contact and are you in our like fichier of clients? I was like, yes, sure, I am. So I just typed my name and I didn't put, because I didn't think that would be like such necessary, I didn't put the accent on the first E of Clément, because I was like, they'll find me anyway. Turns out I had to put it. It didn't work. On the first try of me not putting the accent. So you know what I got? I got a bunch of other people's names, Italian names, and I had Carlos Sistini. I was like, oh. And I look at the salesperson, I was like, oh, I like him. And for a moment, for just a second, I had his email address and probably his address also, but of course I was, don't look at it, these are personal information. I was just like typing in my name, this like the screen that I had to watch to look at, and then I was like erasing it and I put the accent on the E, and then I find myself, you know, like like actually like a few, like 2 clients with these names. I mean, it was me, but I was registered in 2 different email addresses. So me, so Gemini. Love that. That's a great one. And then we have our beloved Marilyn Monroe. We also have Angelina Jolie. We have a Lucky Blue Smith. You guys remember him? No, actually, for real. We forgot about him. Iggy Azalea and Joan Collins. These are my faves. These are like, they are really like big names and doing great for the Gemini community. Yeah. Or did great. Okay. I don't know if I'm gonna be much talking That's for sure. I mean, I know that he's been trying to do that for some time, and he probably like went from very cute little twink, let's just say it, to a man who, how can I say it? I know he said that in an interview at some point, like he got to experience a new sexual life in a way, and more to be more sensual, and developed this into his own self and also his music, and this is how it turned out to be. Like, this is how he kind of evolved as a person through also his music, and I love that for him. And I know I felt it when I was a bit like the same, like we were in a parallel, like living things in the same way, as I was also like experiencing the same things in a way, if you know what I mean. Okay, there's another one. There's something really beautiful about vulnerability. Troye Sivan. Yeah, that's more of a, maybe he said this one before that, before the first one. That's classic him in a way that he's very, I don't know, I feel like so connected anyway towards with him, and probably all Geminis in the end, that what I have to say about this is just that he's right, and my take on vulnerability is like, you need to have it at some point. You need to open up, you need to, it's worth it. Vulnerability is worth it. I don't think it's just my personal take. I'm positive that you must be vulnerable at some point. The right moment, probably, but you have to. Then we have Mary Kate and Ashley, was born June 13, 1986. So I have Mary Kate and then Ashley. So let's go. I think it's important to stay mysterious. I've always been a very private person. Mary Kate Olsen. Okay. Yeah, okay, so about her, I don't know, actually, for me they're like a tandem. It's weird for me to just talk about her. I have no idea who's the one who married Sarkozy. I'm French, Sarkozy is French, yet one of them married Sarkozy. I have no idea which one. This is also what I'm talking about when I say how much of how I wanted to have a twin and be an item with this person, because I would have lived by being half of a thing with someone else. Maybe, oh wow, this is very like much, it's very therapy session here, what I'm saying, but I kind of don't like it when I say it out loud, but this is how also what I like about them is just they're like a rock together. They work so well together, and I just love their brand. So, and their movies, Lindsay Lohan and American and Ashley, were like all my childhood. So you understand how I am just fascinated by them still today, and how everyone is talking about like Lindsay Lohan hanging on my wall. She will be on the next episode. It's just a Cancer, so talk individually. Wake up. No, but I love it. I love that she said we. I mean, probably they have a lot of. These are just like 2 quotes from each. I'm making assumptions like she's the only one saying we. No. They both. They're both so connected, I believe so. Of course, that's so their style of timeless and honest. I love that. I love this adjective, like honest clothes, like honest bag. No, it's not in this way, obviously, but it's just like in a way that it makes sense for me when they say honest. For me, is in the sense that it makes sense. Like, we need this bag to be this big because we need to fit our laptop. I'm saying dumb things, obviously, but like, this is how fashion comes as honest. Because it's really about who you are. So if you know who you are, you're doing it right, you know. So be honest with yourself, and you'll do it right. They're all about layering, and their collection is all about that, you know. It's like, even if sometimes some looks won't be about layering, you can layer all their pieces together, and it's gonna be like, them fully. So this is nice. And fashion is a way to express yourself without having to speak. I love that. Because, yeah, this just, I mean, that says it all. We don't have much to add. I think it's something that most fashion people say. Because it's a way to express yourself that, yeah, you don't even have to open your mouth. You're just there, wearing whatever, and it's you. So yeah. Now let's move on to Naomi Campbell, who was born May 22, 1970. Okay. She said, I never diet, I smoke, I drink now and then, I never go to the gym. Yeah, I mean, models are very different people. They're model for a reason. Should we believe her? Probably not. There's something fishy. She cannot have that body. Either she diets or either she's going to the gym. Maybe both also, but I think she must go to the gym, or at least do some cardio or whatever. I don't know if I have an image in my mind of her doing gym at some point, because she's a very public person. But she's a legend. Actually, a lot of legends are problematic. I didn't put someone that is a very famous, but he's in my list, but I'm not talking about him. I'm sure you guys will guess what the person I'm talking about. Okay, so now Marilyn Monroe was born June 1st. I don't even know if I'm saying correct. 1st of June, 1926. She said, "Imperfection is beauty, madness is genius." Oh, I would have said it like in the other sense, like beauty isn't perfection. But she said imperfection is beauty. Okay, and then madness is genius. Yeah, of course. Most geniuses are mad, like they're crazy. So she would talk about this. Okay. Now she said also, if you can make a woman laugh, you can make her do anything. Marilyn Monroe. That's, I don't know. I don't know which context you were saying that. So that's what's that's putting me in an awkward position because I don't know. Yeah, it was just from another time. I don't know what you guys think of that. If you can make a woman laugh, you can make her do anything. Times have changed. So, this one's a little risky. I'm not going to say anything about that. Now, we have Joan Collins, who was born May 23, 1933. Age is just a number. It's irrelevant unless, of course, you happen to be a bottle of wine. Joan Collins. Perfection. Do you see that? There's something here about Geminis. It's true. Either they're like super serious, or either they're like super like goofy, but in a smart way, in the smartest way. Anyway. And then she also said, "Show me a person who has never made a mistake, and I'll show you someone who has never achieved much." Joan Collins. Isn't that so smart? So guys, make mistakes. That's the only way to go. That's the only way to go. No, it's serious in a way, because this is also what I'm all about, and I feel like this is what I'm spreading also on my channel. Is like, go for it, guys. This is my energy right now. I want to spread it, and I want you guys to just spread it back to me and be like, let's support each other. So let's go do some mistakes. I'm freelance. I need to work for myself. I am doing a lot of things at once. And I'm not saying that I never sleep, that I never, no. I do. I am smart in the decisions that I'm making, and I'm strategizing everything that I'm really like, I'm prioritizing, obviously, and like, this will be for that moment, this will be for that moment, this, like, I know, I thought about a lot of stuff, a few steps ahead, and of course, there's someone who is just like very messy and who wants to go forward, move forward, like very quickly, would be doing things completely differently, and be like, I'm gonna do this, and this, whatever. Do it at your own pace, but do it. And also do it smart, do it like, I'm not gonna say like, whatever the timing is right, because the timing will never be super right, but if you just push one button, you might be surprised, you might feel other things moving around. This is, okay, here comes something very deep that I'm going to say. What's been happening for me right now is that, so I've been kind of like connecting with a lot of new people to find new jobs and opportunities for myself, and as I did that, it's all just like this maze game, like board game, you know, maybe you don't, but it's like when you're like pushing a wall, then it like pushes another one, it's like, and it's like, so it creates another maze. I don't know if you guys follow that image in your head, which is what is so incredible with this, is that it comes back to you, because you're pushing a wall towards something else, and then towards something else, and towards it, and it comes back to you. This is so true, because I've been like trying to connect with people, and then as I was doing that, and if we put this metaphor into words, into like actions in the real world, as in people, as I will connect with this person will maybe think of a project to do with this other person. So therefore, the only fact of meeting this person created creatively like something in ahead of this person, even if I'm not going to be the one working with this person. You will make other people work into another project, and then these people, it's like a domino effect, these people will be like working with other people who will, and then these other people that I don't know of will be like, wait, he knew this person, so he can be helpful for this, and then they will call me. So it's all like kind of like a circular thing of people knowing each other, all of them, like we all know each other anyway in the end. And this is a bit like what's happening, like it's like I put myself into motion, let's say to my left, but things are coming to me to my right. That's like the easiest way for me to say that, but it's really like, wow, actually, as long as you keep going and go on, and things will happen. You just need to sometimes just push one button and it will be enough, but sometimes you have to push a lot, and sometimes you will just learn things through sometimes things were just here for you to learn about it and teach you a lesson. Sometimes it's hard, but Yeah, of course you did. I knew. So I'm kind of like sad that I don't have the gossips about what happened. The real thing. But maybe at some point I will have that information. Just maybe in like a year or so. Okay, so now let's just end this with Angelina Jolie. Let me put my hands on your knees. I'm Angelina Jolie. Hands on your knees, Angelina Jolie. She was born June 4, 1975, and she said, different is good. Angelina Jolie, can you hear how smart, short, and perfect it is? Different is good. There are like so many things to say about this, but so since there are so many, it's not like I can say any. Just think of your own, like things you want to do differently, and by that you will learn new things, and by that you will expand yourself and open yourself so much to other and new things that this is how different is good, right? And then our last quote from Angelina Jolie is make, boil, bowl. Let's do it again. So our last quote from Angelina Jolie is make bold choices and make mistakes. Wow, Joan Collins probably said it before about the mistakes, but yeah, I think I've covered the mistakes you can do, guys. And about the bold choices, it's all about like what you call bold. But I think that's also the way to like, because in the end of the day, not at the end of the day, but at the end of your life, you cannot be like, oh my god, I regret that I didn't do it. Of course, embrace your Gemini sides, guys. I didn't even say it, but we are the best. I love that people hate us, by the way. Anyway, maybe I should have start with this video. Like, okay, so this is only for Geminis. Other people, you can just move. I'm kidding. I'm so happy that if you're not Gemini, you watch it, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope everyone enjoyed it, because this was very dear to me. I felt like it's really like my energy, and I love these Gemini folks so much. I love you guys, and please do not forget to subscribe for what's coming next. That is gonna be amazing. And thank you again so much for watching and listening. We are getting some